How's it going, guys? It's Brad C at the WWE Smackdown review from October 6th. Let's get right into it. So Smackdown starts off with Smackdown Commissioner Shane McMahon and Smackdown General Manager Paige coming out to ring. Of course, Shane is out showing off his America Cup after Shane shockingly entered himself into the finals to replace The Miz to win the America Cup. And so Shane is now the best wrestler in the United States. Of course, Shane's saying he doesn't deserve the America Cup, along with the title of Best in the United States, so Shane sends the title to the outside to be displayed. So then Shane says that he only went in because he wanted SmackDown to walk out with the America Cup, so that SmackDown can become the superior brand, entering Survivor Series. So, of course, for Survivor Series, Shane would go on and announce 2 more Survivor Series matches. These matchups include Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins versus United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. And we have the new Raw Tag Team Champions, Authors of Pain, versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The Bar, Sheamus, and Cesaro. So then Shane would then announce the captain for the men's team for SmackDown for Survivor Series. The captain would be Daniel Bryan. So then Daniel Bryan comes out to the ring. Daniel, of course, goes on and says that it's an honor to be named captain for Survivor Series for the Blue brand. And then that's when The Miz would come out. Of course, Miz saying that Shane should call himself the best in the United States. And then Miz says that technically him and Shane are co-champions. And then Miz asks Shane how the arrangement for the America Cup would work. And then Shane would tell Miz to stop kissing his ass and sucking up. So then Miz goes on saying he's never been injured. Then how come you didn't compete at Crown Jewel in the finals for the America Cup? Plus, Miz, he also got that concussion at Mania 27. But then again, you were wrestling John Cena. It's easy to get injured against John Cena when he's reckless and he makes wrestling look as fake as possible. And then Miz says that he should be team captain and a leader. So then Shane says that The Miz is right. And then Shane decides that both men are deserving to be captain. So Shane announces that Daniel and Miz are both co-captains for Team SmackDown at Survivor Series. And then Shane told Miz and Daniel they have till the end of the night to name the men's team. So when we go back from commercial break, we go right backstage with Miz and Daniel Bryan and Shane. So then Miz would initially announce that the first member of the team would be Shane McMahon. But Shane was originally going to deny it, but then Daniel Bryan says that Shane McMahon perfectly resembles SmackDown. And that Shane McMahon entering himself into the America Cup to fill in for The Miz shows how much Shane cares for SmackDown. So Daniel seconds the motion, and Shane McMahon is now a member of Team SmackDown. So, 2 more spots are left. We'll go right back to that later on tonight. For now, we got ourselves a tag match. We have the New Day versus the Usos, where the winner gets to become the team captain for the SmackDown Tag Team for Survivor Series. For anyone that's wondering, the tag team match, it consists of 5 tag teams from Raw and SmackDown together, so it's a 10-man tag match. For I know how it works is that when one member of a team is eliminated, that entire team is gone. So if it starts 10 on 10, it can go, and there's a pinfall, it goes from 10 on 10 to 8 on 10. Until there is one team standing. So highlights of this match. Kofi's dropkick was good. Big E's clothesline to Jimmy Uso while Jimmy was distracted by Kofi hanging off the rope and then twerking to the sound of Xavier's trombone was also good. That's why, Jimmy, you always keep your eye on the ball. You must stay focused, young son. Kofi's double stomp was good. Big E's overhead belly to belly. Both of them were good. Big E's regular belly to belly was good. Big E's rock bottom was good. The Usos' double step-up enziguri was also really well executed. Big E's big ending was good, but Jimmy Uso would come in to break up the pin at 2. Kofi's dive outside the ring off the top rope was good. Kofi's SOS was good. Kofi's crossbody off the top rope was also good. Big E's spear through the middle rope was well executed. Great job. Kofi's Trouble in Paradise was good. However, it was hit on the apron. So Kofi had to waste a few seconds trying to get Jimmy Uso back in the ring. But so obviously, when Kofi went for the pin, Kofi would kick out at 2. Jimmy's powerbomb off the middle rope was good. Match ending. Jimmy Uso would hit the Uso splash off the top rope. Jimmy gets the 3 count for the win. So at Survivor Series, the Usos are the team captain for SmackDown's 10-man team. So then after the match, the Usos grab a microphone. And of course, the Usos saying that every time they face the New Day, their best is always brought out. And then the Usos say there ain't no tag team division without Usos or New Day on SmackDown. And then the Usos announce New Day as their first pick for Team SmackDown. And then it ends with the Usos and the New Day hugging it out. So then we go backstage, where Miz and Daniel Bryan are having another discussion about who will join Team SmackDown next. So then Daniel proposes to have Rey Mysterio as the next pick. But Miz says Rey has to impress Miz first in order for Rey to join the team. That will happen in Rey's match later on tonight. So then for the final pick, Daniel proposed this idea, where Daniel and Miz would both pick a person they want on the team, and then the 2 they pick would face each other, and the winner gets the final spot. Once again, we will revisit that later on in the night. So next up, we get a segment. So SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch comes out. Of course, Becky is addressing her opponent at Survivor Series, the Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey. Of course, Becky's saying that Ronda isn't a real champion yet and hasn't had a real opponent yet. So Becky is also going all in on the story Ronda Rousey and the search for a real opponent. And then Becky says that she's the man and a real champion. Easy, Becky, easy. And then Becky says that she's always been tested and she is relentless now. And then Becky says that she wasn't handpicked unlike Ronda, and that Becky had to work for everything. And then Becky says she's always proved everyone wrong since day one, when everyone didn't think Becky wouldn't be in the WWE, or if Becky would never be in the main event picture for the women's division or be women's champion. And then Becky says that at Survivor Series, she's coming for Ronda Rousey's arm. And then Becky ends it by saying she's going to make Ronda Rousey her bitch. So then when Becky's about to leave the ring, Becky decides to stay in. And then Becky issues an open challenge to anyone in the back that wants to go up against the man. And then Sanity's music hits. And then Killian Dane, Alex Wolf, and Eric Young come out. Oh my god, Eric Young is back. Eric Young, our Lord and Savior. He's back. The United Church of Eric Young is officially reopened for business after a few months. Eric Young, he's above all criticism. He's above all hate. He is our wrestling Lord above. He is so great. Easy. Easy, Conrad. Take it easy. Control yourself, son. But of course, Sanity would introduce the person that would accept Becky's challenge. That would be Nikki Cross. So then Nikki runs out to the ring while Sanity heads backstage. And then Nikki goes and steals Becky's mic. And then Nikki says that she wants to play with Becky. Easy, Becky, easy. Keep your thoughts to yourself. If you want to play, just go with Becky and go get a room. Of course, the crowd was behind both of them because it was in Manchester, England, the UK, and Nikki's from Scotland and Becky's from Ireland, which are both part of the United Kingdom. So yeah, you get the picture. So yeah, to the match, Becky Lynch versus Nikki Cross. So technically Nikki's main roster debut. I think it's like a one-off, and then she's gonna go back to NXT for a bit. At least that's what I think it's gonna be. We'll have to wait and see. So to the match itself, highlights in the match. Becky's single leg dropkick was good, along with her Beck Exploder. Nikki's bulldog and crossbody off the top rope was good. Nikki's reverse DDT was also good. Match ending. Becky would walk into Disarmer on Nikki Cross, and Becky gets the tap out win. So Becky Lynch builds momentum heading towards Survivor Series. Actually, Nikki Cross didn't have that bad of a debut. She actually did good. Hopefully she'll be on the... Don't worry, Nikki. Someday you'll be on the main roster full-time to join Sanity. Someday. So then we go backstage. So Daniel and Miz meet again backstage. Of course, Daniel and Miz announcing who their picks are. So Daniel announces that Jeff Hardy was his pick. And then Miz would announce that Samoa Joe was his pick. And this... So yeah. But before we get to that match, first off, we have another one-on-one match. We have Rey Mysterio versus Andrade Cien Almas. And if Rey can impress Miz enough, Rey will join Team SmackDown. So, highlights of the match. Rey's 2 Hurricane Ranas to start the match were good. Andrade's high knee in the corner was good. Rey's springboard standing senton was good, along with a 3rd Hurricane Rana. Andrade would hit 2 double knees in the corner, along with a tilt-the-world backbreaker. Rey would hit a missile drop kick to the back. Rey's Hurricane Rana into the apron was good. Rey's springboard Hurricane Rana was also good. Match ending, Rey would hit the 619 followed by the frog splash to get the 3 count for the win. And of course, backstage, Miz would say that Rey did enough to impress Miz. So Miz says Rey is officially on Team SmackDown. But hold up, we ain't done yet. Because after the match, Randy Orton would come out from the crowd, and he would hit an RKO on Rey Mysterio out of nowhere for a post-match assault. And then Randy Orton walks away. So this is Randy Orton. Arrive, RKO out of nowhere, leave. The end. But yeah, so continuing on. Next up, we get a segment. So SmackDown General Manager Paige comes back out. Of course, Paige is out to announce the Women's SmackDown Tag Team for Survivor Series. The 5 women now compete against the 5 women of Raw. So yes, Paige announces each member. So the members are Carmella, Naomi, Sonya Deville, Asuka, and the 5th member was originally going to be Charlotte Flair. But when Charlotte's music played, Charlotte didn't come out. And then Mandy Rose's music hits, and then Mandy Rose comes out. So you know what this means. It's back, because I said the memes will live on forever, damn it. Tonight, on the return of Unsolved Mysteries, we try and find out who attacked Charlotte Flair backstage. We had no footage of what the hell happened back there, or who could have been. One thing's for sure. There's gonna be a lot of controversy for that 5th and final Survivor Series spot. So when Mandy Rose comes out, Mandy says that she may have not been the blonde that Paige ordered. Blonde jokes, heh. But Mandy says she is an upgrade and better than Charlotte Flair. Like hell you are. So Paige, of course, denies Mandy's entry. Mandy, of course, then says that she's happy for Sonya Deville, but wants to know why Paige chose Sonya over her, as Mandy mentions that she eliminated Sonya Deville in the Women's Battle Royal at Evolution. So then Mandy would question Paige's choices, and she would belittle each and every one of them by calling Asuka the Empress of Yesterday, saying that Carmella's women's title reign were about as short and meaningless as her dance breaks. Don't worry, Carmella, Survivor Series is in Los Angeles this year. There are plenty of dance clubs for your ass to go into if you want to have a dance break. And then she would also show a lot of love to Sonya Deville. But when Paige got to Naomi, she asked who feels the glow anymore. And then made it personal by asking Naomi if her husband Jimmy Uso even feels the glow. That would prompt Naomi to attack Mandy Rose, which would force the whole women's team to break up the brawl, with Sonya shoving Mandy. And then when Mandy leaves in an utter shock face, Mandy then decides to leave the ring. But also, this ain't the only unsolved mystery here, because on the Raw side, we also try and find out why Dean Ambrose turned his back on Seth Rollins. In this one, we've had no leads. Mainly, the 2 weeks we've had Dean Ambrose just give silence in the crowd and walk away. And last Monday, after Seth lost the Raw Tag Team titles predictably, Dean would then just come in the ring from the crowd and hit the dirty deeds and leave. So with no leads on either case, it's safe to say that it is time to conclude another episode of Unsolved Mysteries. We now return to our regularly scheduled programming. Don't worry, this is Unsolved Mysteries 2.0. It's built to be stronger than the one Johnny Gargano killed off. Hopefully this time, someone doesn't kill the memes. For this one to die, both Unsolved Mysteries have to be solved. So continuing on, next up we get to our main event. We get Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe. The winner gets the final spot on Team SmackDown for Survivor Series. And of course, Miz and Daniel Bryan are both on commentary out at the table as guest caller commentators. So highlights of the match. Jeff's whisper in the wind was good, along with Joe's running elbow and step-up enziguri. Jeff's diving clothesline off the barricade was really good, well executed. Jeff's atomic drop and leg drop combo was good, along with his low drop kick. Jeff's jawbreaker to counter a sleeper was good. Jeff's twist of fate was good. Match ending, Jeff Hardy would climb to the top rope. He would go for the swanton. Joe would get his knees up to counter it. Then Joe would lock in the Coquina Clutch to get the tap out victory. So Samoa Joe gets the final spot. So the men's team is set. For SmackDown, the team will be Daniel Bryan, Miz, Shane McMahon, Samoa Joe, and Rey Mysterio. For Raw, currently it is Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, and Braun Strowman. There are still 2 spots up for grabs. But of course, after the match, Samoa Joe would go and gloat and pose in front of Daniel Bryan. That would prompt Daniel Bryan and Joe to brawl for post-match assault. So then in the ring, Daniel would then lock in the yes lock on Samoa Joe. Miz would then pull Daniel Bryan off to try and play peacekeeper and make the team implode. That would prompt Daniel to attack the Miz. Then Shane McMahon would come out and try to separate Daniel Bryan from the Miz. Then Daniel would hit Shane with an arm toss. And then when Daniel realized how much he fucked up, and that everybody was down and saw what the damage he's done, Daniel then leaves the ring and walks away. And that's how we end SmackDown. God damn it, Daniel, those were fucking teammates. You attacked your own teammates. God damn it. So, yes. That's how we end SmackDown. Actually, a pretty okay episode. It was mainly a lot of build-up. But it was actually not a bad episode. It was actually pretty good. Okay. Pretty meh. Good. There was good parts. Not really a lot of bad. Anything close to bad was mediocre. I'll say 5 out of 10 is my final rating for SmackDown this week. It was okay. But yeah, that's my SmackDown review. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.